Hey yo, what's up people? It's me, Melissa. Today we built this part of a workbench. It's not finished yet, but here's what we have. So we ended up cutting the legs straight, but they ended up being super fucking gay and wobbling around, and so like next episode we're gonna have to realign the legs of the table. At one point I also got tired of cutting using the circular saw because it just took too much time and I wanted to just like vroom one-handed cut that thing. So we attached the circular saw blade onto the angle grinder. Yo, before I run out of time, I messed up the recording, so we're gonna have two introductions. Today we're gonna set up a dust collection system, okay? We're gonna continue building our bench today, but we need a dust collection system because we just need one, okay? So we're too broke to buy anything, and I'm too lazy to 3D print anything. So we're just gonna, you know, figure this out somehow. Okay, you know what? That's close enough. That's close. Yeah, we're not gonna get any better than that. But you know how I sharpen my pencils? I sharpen my pencils like a
stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
I'm not a pussy.
Like you.
Transition time. Okay, so the plan was to make a dust vacuum system so that like I don't have to get dust all over the place and clean it up later, because it's kind of a nuisance to clean. So we attached it to this vacuum that I found, and it should have worked, but it didn't. Like, I'm cleaning up the dust in the area, right? And then I check if it's, sucking, and it's not sucking, and so I had to like go in the pipe, and there was a clog in the pipe. There was like a bunch of dust and stuff. So this whole time we just had this pipe taped on for no reason. Alright, dogs, we're gonna screw this together. Here. Yo, post-editing Melissa here. Sometimes it's difficult to angle your drill, to like drill a hole at an angle. So you know what I do? I drill straight a little bit, and then I turn the corner so that the drill gets in there, it won't slip, get a 90-degree angle, and then you turn it, and then it won't slip, so it's like right exactly where you need it to be. The reason why I'm drilling here is because we're kind of too broke to buy other screws. We're kind of set with a certain length of screw, so we're drilling holes so that the screws have enough length to actually do their job. Yo, by the way, have you ever watched Soul Eater? Pretty cool design choice, eh? I kind of have a controversial opinion. You know DeWalt? Well, they're kind of mid in my opinion. They kind of remind me of Black & Decker, except premium version. I don't know, DeWalt seems kind of mid. Like, you're either gonna lowball it and buy Ryobi, be cheap, or you're gonna buy Milwaukee and spend an arm and a leg on Milwaukee. DeWalt seems kind of poorly built sometimes. Like, I've seen those, you know how people used to do Beyblades and just spin them around? Well, I saw this video with the cordless drills being attached to each other, and then they spin each other to the death and see who wins. Well, DeWalt kind of like, it was kind of mid, I don't know. How pros judge their tools. It's like, oh, it's so long lasting. Oh, I saw so much reviews. Oh, the torque channel, dude. Oh my god, this thing can drive a lag bolt or whatever it's called. Nah, man. You know how I judge my tools? It's whoever wins the Beyblade battle. My drill, my Milwaukee drill, fell off a roof, down the stairs, and onto the concrete. And then I was like, oh shit, that thing cost so much money. And then I go and pick it up, like sweating bullets and stuff. And then it just works. And it still works. And it's amazing. I haven't used it for too long now, but so far it's pretty good. I've heard that Milwaukee is, like, once it actually breaks, it's hard to repair. I haven't gotten to that part yet, so I can't really say, but Ryobi is pretty easy to repair on my angle grinder. I was just completely abusing the shit out of that thing, and it just stopped working on me, right? And then I took it apart, and then I found out that the trigger was something wonky with the trigger, because I kind of bypassed the trigger, and kind of, don't do this, but I plugged it in, and I kind of just touched the wires together, and it worked. So I knew it was a trigger, and then I just kind of resoldered the trigger to get the connections proper. And you know what? It's still working. It's good. Good tool. I feel like sometimes you don't need the most expensive, most big balls tool ever. You kind of just need it to do the job. That's why I like my angle grinder. It just works for what I needed. Doesn't do anything more, it doesn't do anything less. It just does exactly what it needs to do, and it doesn't break, and it's good. Speaking of tools, I feel like the multi-tool is kind of not the most useful tool. I mean, it's really good if you're in the oh shit, what up moment, but those don't come around too often, and actually, I don't know, I feel like I haven't had it for that long. It doesn't cut very straight because it doesn't have guides, and maybe it's just a skill issue, I don't know. Oh, and by the way, the Milwaukee M18 fuel oscillating tool, it has a few flaws. So, first of all, the speed adjustment. It's a knob, and it's just a dust magnet. It's gonna collect dust, and it's gonna get jammed up, and I just taped it over the automatic mode because, babe, that's all you're gonna use. That's all you're gonna need with that thing. So I just taped it over automatic, and I'm hoping it doesn't get dust in there. Also, the battery is at an angle, and I can't put it up, which kind of bothers me sometimes. The weird battery angle, it kind of makes it not fit into tight spaces that well sometimes. Like, I feel like if it was straight, then it would fit a bit better in some places. I don't know. I feel like it could be a bit shorter. I don't know why the tool is so long. I feel like the DeWalt, as much as I trash on it, I've heard good things about the new DeWalt oscillating tool. It's pretty good. It has a variable speed trigger, which I like. I've also heard that it has a very good switch system so that you could take out the bits way faster. I was considering getting the new DeWalt oscillating tool that's gonna come out, but I don't want to switch battery platforms, and that new tool kind of seemed way too expensive, so like, blah, blah, blah. Okay guys, so I remember SK being like, Melissa, you can't just attach the circular saw blade onto the angle grinder, it's gonna jam, it's gonna be dangerous, ooh. Well, guess what I did? Guess what I did? I attached the circular blade onto the angle grinder, and you know what? It was dangerous. I was shitting my pants the whole time that thing was on there. And then I'm like, but this is not worth it, man. The cuts, trash. It felt like it was gonna kick back and cut my fucking dick off. That thing was wobbling, man. Now remember, people, don't try this at home. Do not put the circular saw blade onto the angle grinder, because that thing will kick back and it's gonna rip your dick off, and it's not gonna be my problem, and you gonna just don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Now, why did I do it?
Because
Yes. Oh my god.
I tweet back. Okay, so you know what? I take back some of the trash I said about DeWalt. It's not that bad. It's pretty good actually. But okay, look. The old DeWalt oscillating tool sucks dick, but like the new one, I was honestly gonna buy the DeWalt one instead of the Milwaukee one, but I didn't because it didn't come out yet, and because I don't want to switch battery platforms. It's too expensive. Maybe when I get my $600 transformer or whatever it's called, then I will just plug that into the DeWalt. But like, I can't switch yet. I'm not buying DeWalt batteries. I can't afford that. Honestly, DeWalt, I don't know. I don't have much experience with DeWalt. Like, it's probably good, honestly. I don't know. Yeah, so the reason why I bought the Milwaukee oscillating tool is a few reasons. The biggest reason is because I've heard that it has the least amount of vibrations. So the reason why that matters to me is because my Dremel tool, the rotary Dremel tool, when you use it for too long, your hands they go numb, and I didn't like that. Same with like the Ryobi angle grinder. When I sand the deck for like prolonged periods of time, my hands just go numb, and I feel like that can't be good for you. So that's why I bought the Milwaukee, because it felt like... Actually, no, you know what? I think the Makita had the least amount of vibrations at the time, but I've heard bad things about Makita batteries, and it just didn't seem like it was powerful. And the Milwaukee, it cuts like butter. It cuts through everything like butter. I haven't tried it on metal because the oscillating blades cost like $70. And man, I'm just gonna angle grind the metal because I am not chipping those teeth. And yes, they are carbide, but I ain't risking $70. Screw that. That's way too expensive. My diamond cutoff wheel from Diablo, it has worked for years and it's still working and it's great. Speaking of working, that carbide circular saw blade, it's so good that I didn't even know how to take it off. Because I just never had to, because it's just that good. It just never went bad, I guess. Yeah, so, you know, sometimes it's not even about the tools, it's about the blades that you put on the tools. Yeah, you know what? What I've realized, like, sometimes the blades are just more expensive than the actual tool. Alright guys, I just remembered something. This is actually so funny. So my dad had a Makita drill, right? A cordless Makita. And you know what he did? He bought a Black & Decker to replace it. Like, that's just the most... Makita, what are you doing? I don't know, like, I've heard good things about Makita, that they're easy to repair, and that they're good tools sometimes, but like, oh my god, seeing someone replace a Makita with a Black & Decker, oh my god, man, yo. But yeah, you know what? I take back all the trash that I said about DeWalt. Makita goes under the DeWalt. DeWalt better than Makita, I think. I don't know, I haven't tried either of them, so I can't really say. You know what? I can't say anything because I haven't used either of them. When I use them, I will say it, but yeah. Okay, you know what? F it. DeWalt boys. DeWalt people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for trashing DeWalt. DeWalt isn't bad. DeWalt is pretty poggers, actually. I have a DeWalt stapler. It's not the best, but like... It works. Okay, you know what? No, DeWalt good. DeWalt good. I can't judge. If any of you have personal experience with DeWalt, y'all comment down in the comment section and prove me wrong, because I'm curious, okay? I never used DeWalt tools, and I'm curious if they're good. I'm curious if DeWalt tools are good. Yo, okay, you know what? This video has gone on for way too long. I don't have anything more to talk about anymore, and I'm tired, so I'm just going to fast forward through the rest of this video. Nothing much happens anyway. I use the angle grinder to grind the surface of the table, and then I polish it down with the oscillating tool. For what it's worth, it's close enough. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I'm not the best carpenter out there, but you know what? We're learning. Next episode we're gonna try to make it not wobble. We're gonna straighten it out a bit, and we're gonna start thinking of how we're gonna put our tank treads on there. We might not put the treads on there because it's too hard, but I want this thing to roll up the stairs. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Okay, the video is ending. Bye everybody, bye!